procurement committee.
Yes.
Maybe when we are going to procure rice, we are going to look for somebody who have the technical know-how.
Okay.
Maybe he or she will be co-opted.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what would be the contracts committee's role in that?
No, for the contracts committee, I have no knowledge on their function. I have the only knowledge that I have is the procurement officer, the procurement committee contracts.
Do you know that the Procurement Act and Regulation talks about contracts committee?
Yes.
And what is the role of the contracts committee going by the law? You have studied at least A-level procurement.
The contracts committee is there, to award contracts. When there is contracts, to sit as a committee and award it to the most responsive bidder or any supplier.
Yes, let's say that. Yeah. And agree on that. And then how is that different from the procurement committee?
Well, in the councils, I know that there are any procurement office, they have a procurement committee.
Okay.
Yes.
But how is it different from the contracts committee?
For the contracts committee, I made that one there. And in the law, in any procurement unit, you must have a procurement committee.
All right. Let's move on.
Yes.
So now, who takes decisions or who makes decisions in relation to procurement?
The decisions is made by the CEO.
By the CEO?
Yeah.
Individually?
CEO, yes.
He decides what to procure, when to procure, how much, and then how.
Yeah.
Why is that?
No, for the procurement, we have procedures.
You have?
Procedures that we follow.
What are these procedures?
When you need something, like a unit needs something from the administration.
Right.
They write to the administration.
Right.
When the approval was done.
Right.
And they will minute to the procurement unit.
How do you call that?
The procurement process.
How do you call it? When a department, for instance, writes to the CEO requesting for something, let's say they need a laptop.
They request. Okay. They place a request.
They place a request?
Yes.
Okay. And then?
When they place a request, they will take it to the CEO. Then right. The CEO will minute it to the Director of Finance. When there is whether there is phone availability. When there is a phone availability, then it will be he or she, the Director of Finance, will minute it to the procurement unit to go in for the specifications.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once it comes to the procurement unit, what do you do?
The procurement unit also will advise and will have the specification and tell them the amount.
Tell who the amount? The CEO?
Yes. The invoice will be collected from various suppliers. If at all is RFQ, 20,000 above, we will obtain 3 invoices minimum. If at all is single source, maybe we can make direct sources from one supplier. And that will be minute to the CEO. And the CEO now will tell us to start the process.
That is the wrong procedure.
Okay.
That is not the correct procedure. Okay. So you would have to refer every procurement to the contracts committee. The contracts committee makes the decision
okay.
to decide on the method of procurement.
Okay.
And I'm sure you know the different methods of procurement.
Yes.
What are these different methods?
We have 7 methods.
Okay.
We have single source procurement.
Right.
We have RFQ. Right. We have open tendering, restricted tendering, international procurement, and yes.
International open tender.
Open tendering, yes.
And national open.
Yes.
But they are all tender.
Yeah, all tender, yes.
But you also, in that process as well, all the decisions are made by the contracts committee, should be made by the contracts committee, okay. Not the CEO, okay. The contracts committee. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If they opt for a single source, there would be the regulation in relation to why single sourcing.
Yes. So
the idea that the CEO makes decision for procurement is not correct.
Okay.
If that is the process adopted, that would not be wrong. Okay. You understand that?
Yes.
Now, how have you been involved in procurement when you were there as a procurement officer?
Yes, some procurements are there. I'm involved.
Some?
Some, yes, but not all.
Others, no.
No, yes.
Do you know why?
That one is up to my knowledge.
You don't know why. Have you
no.
raised this issue?
No, I don't raise it. Well, I don't write to them, but verbally I raise that issue to them. Verbally.
Verbally?
Yes.
What did they say?
I told them that as far as you are the people who send me on training, any procurement that you should conduct in this office here should be passed through my office.
Absolutely.
Verbally.
But they don't do that?
No.
When did they start doing that?
They start doing that in 2021.
2021?
2021, well, at least given some responsibility of procurement.
Some responsibility?
Yes.
You haven't still been given full, but some responsibility?
No.
And is there any explanation to that effect?
To what?
For not giving you responsibilities in procurement?
Yeah, the responsibility that I'm giving, is concerning about the fuel allocations.
Okay.
The fuel allocation in 2021 is under my, under my responsibilities.
Fuel allocation.
Fuel allocation.
What else?
Yes, yeah, maybe procurement of furnitures also, office furnitures.
Okay.
If I can fully remember.
How about major procurement?
Like vehicle? No, no. For that one, no, I never do that.
Do you have meetings? The procurement committee or the contracts committee, whichever you are part of, do you have meetings?
Yeah, if I can remember, you have one meeting concerning about the borehole drilling. The borehole drilling at Kofa and Buntung.
Borehole drilling at?
We have a borehole drilling at Kofa and Buntung.
How many boreholes?
We dug 3 boreholes.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 boreholes.
And then you were involved in that one?
Yes, for that one I am involved.
What process was followed? What procurement method was followed?
We followed the TR process, the restricted tendering process.
Why is that? Why would you restrict the tender when there are so many experts or so many people that know how to drill boreholes?
For that one, we sat as a committee and decided that we should do the restricted tender.
Why is there the reason to restrict the tender and choose probably 1 or 2 people to award the contract when there are so many people or companies that are drilling boreholes? What is the rationale? What is the reason?
Reason behind that, we said that those contractors, we have been making so many borehole drilling with them. So before we are going to give it to other people, let us just make restricted tender. We call on their attention for them to bid.
Who are these contractors?
Bilateral also is Bilateral and Bulumano. They are the one who won these contracts.
Now, how many boreholes do you have the list of the boreholes that were drilled during your time? I mean, you're still there from 2018.
Pardon?
By the way, do you have a procurement file?
Yes.
Where is the file?
Yes, for that borehole, here is it.
What are these documents?
Yes?
What are these documents?
Those are the correspondence from GPPA.
For?
For the drilling of the borehole.
For the boreholes. How many boreholes?
3 boreholes.
3 boreholes.
Yes.
But you don't have a file? Do you have a procurement file?
Yes, I have a file for them. The contractor's file.
The contracts file?
Yeah, the contracts file.
Where is that file?
I don't bring that file.
You?
The contracts file?
Yes.
No, I don't bring that one.
Okay. Please write it down. We will want you to produce the contracts file covering all procurement-related issues from 2018 to 2023.
From
18.
2018, huh?
Yes, the complete file, but more importantly, the information in relation to 2018 to 2023.
Okay.
We apply to tender the following documents as produced by the witness in relation to the drilling of 3 boreholes awarded to Bilateral Drilling Company for 2 boreholes and 1 awarded to Mbulumano. Is it Mbulumano? Is that
Mbulumano,
correct?
yes, exactly. Mbulumano.
Mbulumano Construction Company. The letter is from Gambia Public Procurement Authority, 31st March 2022, addressed to the CEO, Kuntaur Area Council. We have GPA Form 012, declaration by members of Contracts Committee. It is in relation to conflict of interest. We have Gambia Public Procurement Authority. This is the percentage you pay.
Yeah, it's at GPPA.
At GPA.
Yes. When the bids were sold.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't need this.
Okay.
We have the request for approval for bidding document and procurement method, 1st March 2022, an evaluation report, 21st March 2022, and the meeting minutes of the Contracts Committee, 16th March 2022, at the Council's chambers. The agenda welcoming remarks. But you have welcoming remarks as an agenda. Bid opening, evaluation, and closing, all into evidence as an exhibit.
Thank you.
Dated the 1st of March 2022 with reference GPPA/KC/TR1/22 in brackets 2/MKJ. The letter is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of Kuntaur Area Council. It has the caption, Request for Approval for Bidding Documents and Procurement Method. It is signed by Mamadou K. Jallo for Director General, and a file copy is maintained. Meeting minutes of the Contracts Committee dated the 16th of March 2022. The subject is bid opening for the construction of 3 boreholes. And attached to this meeting minutes is the members of the Contracts Committee attendance list. A letter dated the 21st of March 2022 with reference KTR AC/CC/001 in brackets 4, that this is addressed to the Director General GPPA 9 Carava Avenue, Kanifing, and the subject is evaluation report. It is signed by Momodu Sambu, CEO, and it is copied to the chairperson for the Contracts Committee, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 31st of March 2022 with reference GPPA/KAC/TR1/22 in brackets 4/MKJ. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntaur Area Council, with the caption, request for approval for the evaluation report and recommendation of award for the construction of 3 boreholes. It is signed by Mamadi K. Jalo for Director General, and a file copy is maintained. And the last document is the GPPA Form 012 declaration by members of the Contracts Committee. These documents are admitted in a bundle as an exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/MC/002.
As the Commission places. Now, please don't forget to bring the procurement file together with the, all the documents in relation to procurement. And the other issue, Mr. Camara,
Yes.
is in relation to procurement planning. Do you have a procurement plan in 2018?
Procurement plan in 2018. Yes, we have it. I have it.
You have it.
Yes, I have it.
2019?
2019, I have it.
2020?
2020, that made me in school. No.
21?
21, yes, I have that one.
And 22 as well?
22, yes.
And 2023?
Yes.
How do you come up with a procurement plan?
With the procurement plan, what we normally do is, when the council budget is approved,
Yes.
at the ministry,
Yes.
from there is where I'm going to take and extract all the procurement related matters and make it as a procurement as a procurement plan.
That is your own procurement plan.
Yes.
As a procurement officer. But the budget cannot come before the procurement plan. I'm talking about the procurement plan of council. That is not only for you to do, it's for you and the contracts committee, the CEO, all the relevant stakeholders to know what you are going to procure in a given year. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Yes, so basically you will have a procurement plan that probably will part of what would inform the budget.
Yes.
Do you have that? Does council have a procurement plan?
Yes, I have a procurement plan for that. I have a procurement plan.
Not I have a procurement plan. Does council have a procurement plan?
Yes, council have a procurement plan.
Do they submit this procurement plan to GPA?
Yeah, for prior approval.
For prior approval?
Yes.
Can you write it down, the procurement plan? We will want you to submit all these procurement plans from 2018.
Okay. To
2023. Now, do you submit monthly returns?
Yeah, monthly reports, yeah.
To
GPPA.
You comply with that?
Yes, I comply with that.
Do you have your copies of your monthly reports?
I have them, but I leave them at Kuntaur. I have a soft copy with me here in my
Okay, please
laptop.
write it down. It's part of the documents that you will be asked to submit.
Procurement monthly reports.
Yes. Are you familiar with market surveys? Market research, market survey.
From time to time, I do that.
Time to time?
Yes, not always.
Why time?
Market surveillance.
Yes.
Yes.
Why time to time?
Because, you know, in our area, so many people are there. They are not much conversant with this procurement procedures.
They don't have to be conversant.
Yeah.
You have to be conversant.
So from there, sometimes I go, I have a special time whereby I go and sensitize them about the procurement. From there, from look of things, when I started this procurement, so many people registered, few people registered with GPPA.
Yes.
But when I even tell them about GPPA, they don't even answer to me because they don't know what is even GPPA.
That is pre-qualification.
Yeah.
You're talking about two different things. Yeah. That's pre-qualification of the people you would intend to deal with.
Yes.
For instance, if you have suppliers or contractors or traders
yes.
that you may be dealing with, you have to pre-qualify this to see where they are GPPA compliant, they have done the necessary registration and so on and so forth. You have a list of that?
List of?
Qualified procuring
who are registered?
Potential bidders, yes. You have a list?
I have, in our area, I have only, I think, 3 or so. It's not much.
But do you have a list of that?
No, I don't.
The people who are registered with GPA?
No, I don't have the list.
Why?
Because there are only few registered with GPPA there. We have Silakunda Enterprise who are registered with GPPA, and Dramekunda also is registered with GPPA.
But you still need to have the list.
Okay.
You still need to have a list of
those people.
The registered suppliers
okay.
or contractors.
Okay.
Do you understand? You would not be in compliance with GPA regulation if you don't have a list of pre-qualification of bidders. You know these are the people that are registered. If they don't register, you make sure they register before they are given contracts.
Okay, no problem.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
If not, it will cost government financial loss.
Yes.
If you are giving contracts to individuals that are not registered. Do you get it?
Yes, thank you.
All right. But market survey, you know what a market survey is?
Yeah, market survey, sometimes to go into the market and look at and ask for prices.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But for now, you know, sometimes I do that because, you have market, you know, price elasticities. Sometimes the prices are not stable. Sometimes yes. when I go there and certain surveillance, the next day when I come there, the elasticity will increase.
You don't have to be going there every 2-3 days,
yeah.
Mr. Camara. You don't have to be going to the market every 2-3 days
yes.
because if the prices are fluctuating, yeah. then you cannot have a proper survey. What does the law say, or the act say, or the regulation in relation to market survey?
No, I'm not much conversant with
exactly.
the
So you need to know the prevailing price in the market at a given time. That's, for instance, in a year.
Yes.
You should know. If you want to do it every 6 months because of fluctuation, it makes sense as well.
Yes.
But market surveys, you need to know market surveys. If you don't know the prevailing average prices, you would not be able to have a procurement plan as well, a proper procurement plan. Yes. Because the price of a computer, you would want to know. The price of, let's say, a bag of rice in a given period, you have to know. Because remember, this would inform as well the procurement plan you will have, so that you know how much money would reasonably be allocated for procurement of the goods or services you want to procure in a given year. Correct?
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
And so you have not been doing market surveys?
Yes.
Okay. That's fair enough. But I'm sure moving forward you will start to do market surveys, Mr. Camara.
Okay.
And apart from market surveys, we have in your statement, you have clearly outlined that for the most part, they will not involve you in procurement.
Yes.
You have explained that.
Yes.
And we have the procurement compliance review for the year ended 1st January to 31st December 2022. Let me start with the one for 2021. You know these compliance review reports from GPA?
Yes.
And they analyze your procurement in a given year,
Yes.
right? And for 2021, you have a total value of $21,745,307.59 bututs. Now, you have a total transaction going by the report of 3,129 procurement activities done in 2021, out of which 3,100 were single sourcing procurement and 29 requests for quotation. Why was that? Why were there no bidding done? Sorry, no open tender or done in 2021?
Perhaps maybe there is no open tender related procurement there. That's why.
Perhaps there were?
There were no procurement related at open, which will.
The threshold?
The threshold, yeah.
No. You have met the threshold in several instances in 2021. You have met the threshold. Were you taking part in procurement?
No, at that moment, any procurement that is done by me.
Yes.
It is RFQ and single sourcing.
Done by you?
By me.
Okay.
If I can fully remember. The only open restricted tender that I embark on is this drilling of the borehole.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, again, for instance, in on page 17 of the report, you will see spare parts were procured. The amount is $400,000, but single sourced was the preferred option.
Spare parts?
Yes. The same spare parts 2019, $100,000, but also single sourced. $68,000 in 2019 as well for spare parts, single sourced. You understand that?
Okay.
And the non-compliance says there was no annual consolidated procurement plan for the period under review. There was no annual procurement plan presented to the reviewer on the year reviewed. So the procurement was not followed, the due process was not followed. You also have similar instances as well in 2021. So are you saying you did not take part in this procurement?
No.
You did not. And you said you don't know the reason why, correct?
Yes.
Now,
let's ask Mr. Camara, in 2020, you said, I think if I can get you rightly, you said you participated in the borehole drilling. Is that what you said?
Yes.
That was in 2020?
2020, yes.
Yes, but the reports we have indicated that the contracts were not done in accordance with the procurement rules. That is to say, to be very specific, you gave out a contract of $549,975 to Tonit General Merchandise for borehole drilling at Kirmaka. You recall that?
Kirmaka?
Yes. For the sum of $549,975.
No.
You did not participate in this?
No, I don't participate on that one.
This was in 2020.
No,
Were you not there?
No, that time made me in school in 2020.
So you also did not participate in the award of the contract of $552,300 to Baisa Lateral Drilling and Plumbing Enterprise. You were not also there?
No.
You did not participate
I
in
don't
this?
participate on that one also.
All right. Council, you may proceed.
now, Mr. Camara,
Yes.
you are involved in the contract awarded to Fatima Trading for the supply of office equipment.
Yes.
The amount is $400,000.
400,000, yes.
What was the process followed?
Open tender, how to call it, request for quotation method, RFQ.
What is the procedure for request for quotation?
The minimum of 3 quotations.
How do you get these 3 quotations?
We collected from different suppliers.
How many suppliers?
I think we have 3 suppliers there.
Why would you go for the minimum? The law says the minimum is 3. It didn't say the maximum is 3.
Yes.
So why minimum? Everyone goes for the minimum. Is there any reason?
For that one, it's a mistake, but
Is there?
but perhaps maybe it's a mistake, but for that one, I'll improve on that one.
No. There may be a reason why you settle forward or with the minimum, but I just want to know, it appears to be the trend that they just get 3 quotations minimum and then that's it. The law says the minimum requirement is you get 3 quotations.
Yes.
It didn't say the maximum requirement. So if you can get 4, 5, 6, 7,
That's what I said. I will increase on that.
you will improve on
I
that.
improve on that, yes.
Now, and these 3 people that you got quotations from, who are they?
I think it's Fatima Trading, Kangaroo, and there is 3 invoices there. Fatima Trading.
Where are they? Where is this procurement documents? We don't see the documents.
Those documents are sent to here. The payment vouchers are with you here.
The vouchers?
Yeah, the vouchers, yes.
But not the procurement, the file itself.
Normally,
I'm not sure whether we see, but I'm just saying, if the vouchers are here, then where are the procurement documents that we need to look at? You will have your own procurement file.
okay, for that one, in the councils, that one, the procurement documents, when we do all the procurement proceedings, we send it to finance for payment.
Yeah, but you have your own, you retain your own copies.
Yes, that one, I don't, when the how to call it again, the GPP people, when the GPP personnel, their compliance review, we take them to finance, we bring all the files from the finance and give it to them for their review.
Yes, but you have to have your own copy.
For that one, I don't have the copy.
You don't have a copy?
No.
Now, these 3 quotations, how did you solicit these 3 quotations? How did you request for these 3 quotations?
I requested 3 quotations and I came here, they gave me fares, then I came here and collect the 3 quotations.
How did you identify these 3 suppliers?
To be sincere with you,
Yes.
most of the procurement in the Gambia, the RFP procurement, most of the RFP procurement are single source. To be sincere with you,
Yes, I know.
to be candid.
Yes.
When I came, this was a time whereby it's the CEO who went to, I get disconnected through the CEO.
Yes.
He went to Janjambure.
Right.
When he saw their office furnitures,
Right.
then when he came back to the office and he told me that, I went to Janjambure today, the office furnitures were very wonderful. I don't know whether you can make communication with the CEO so that he can direct you where they procured these ones. So when he came, I called the CEO at Janjambure, at that moment, Ispa Sise, who gave me the number of this guy, Fatima Sabali.
Yes.
Then I communicated to Fatima Sabali. I told her that...
You mean Passet Sise?
Passet Sise, exactly.
Okay.
Then I communicated to Fatima Sabali. I told her that I heard that you are the one who supplied those office furnitures at Janjambure. Can you please help us to supply us with this kind of furniture in our office? Because the CEO said they are very wonderful.
Now, technically, it appears as if you were only following instructions.
Yes.
Now, I understand you were technically a junior officer, procurement officer. You're not a director or even a principal officer. But you knew at the time that that procedure was wrong.
Yes, obviously.
Is there any reason why you still went ahead and followed the instructions of the CEO?
That one is the mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yes, I apologize to the commission for that.
No. We understand. And again, thanks for your honesty. The issue is, I want to know now why you would follow the instructions of the CEO when your training, you know that, well, this is not, when you do something wrong, this is not really proper. We should really request and follow the due process. But then here you have your CEO telling you, follow this channel, you as a junior officer. Is it because you don't want to lose your job, or you see yourself, or you were treated as someone who is not very important in your office? What is the reason?
My reason there is he is the accounting officer, and he give instructions to me. So I cannot say no.
You can say no.
Yes.
It's not correct. You can say no. It's not correct. He's the accounting officer. He can choose to get someone else to do the job. He has the power to sign the checks. He can sign the check, and then afterwards he probably would be answerable. For instance, like a day like today. But you don't have to be used to do an act that is unlawful.
Yes, thank you for that.
So this procurement is not lawful because it didn't follow due process. You agree with that?
Yes.
Is that the trend? For instance, when you have RFQ, it is mainly because they know the suppliers and then they instruct you to go and contact the suppliers?
At most.
At most?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. Another issue is you as the procurement officer, you are withdrawing monies as well from council. Let me read what you wrote on your statement.
Yes.
On the issue of my cash withdrawals from the council's trust bank account should be totaling $570,000 in 2019 and 2020. I can remember that the withdrawals of $350,000 in April 2020 and $70,000 in September 2020 were all related to the purchase of rice during the COVID-19 period. However, the withdrawal of $150,000 in January 2019 was handed to the former CEO Pa Nfansu Dabo for procuring rice as well. Why would they write checks in your name to withdraw these huge amounts of money, or any amount of money in relation to procurement?
Okay, thank you. That time it was COVID-19.
Yes.
In COVID-19.
Right.
So the movement were restricted. We have minimal movement. So that's why I took the risk to go and withdraw this money for us to purchase rice and give it to the beneficiaries. And these monies were given to us. Okay. Gambia Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry donated us 200,000.
Okay, we will proceed on that. It appears as if it is time, Honorable Chairperson, for the break.
Mr. Camara, we will come back after the break.
Okay, thank you.
We may rise.